and moving forward with our news bulletin, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received South Korean President Moon Jae-in at Al Ittihadiyya Palace. An official reception was held to welcome the South Korean president, where the two leaders walked by the guards of honor and national anthem music of both Egypt and South Korea were played. Addressing a joint press conference following their talks, President Sisi said the talks with South Korean leader tackled boosting cooperation between the two countries. President Sisi expressed his appreciation to the active joint cooperation that witnessed lately a remarkable leap during the recent years. The head of state also expressed Egypt's desire for pushing technological cooperation with Seoul, especially with moving to the new administrative capital. For his part, South Korean President hailed the historic Egyptian and South Korean relations and that they had agreed on boosting sustainable development partnership and cooperation in the field of clean energy. He stressed the significance of enhancing bilateral cooperation to support Egyptian view aiming at entering Egypt the fourth industrial revolution. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli asserted Egypt's keenness to benefit from the Korean expertise to transfer technology in a number of industrial fields, especially the communication sector and the electric car industry. During the roundtable meeting of the Egyptian-South Korean Business Conference, with the presence of Prime Minister President of South Korea Moon Jae-in, Madbouli affirmed government's keenness to provide all aspects of support for Korean investment in Egypt. Madbouli also called on various Korean companies to take advantage of the current period of economic measures and policies that stimulate the industrial investment climate. For his part, the South Korean president praised the great potentials of the Egyptian economy, pointing to cooperation with Egypt in fields of communication and information technology. Minister of Foreign Affairs Sameh Shoukry stressed that Egypt is very keen on hosting the next version of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change COP27, aspiring that this version should be a significant step in bringing countries' pledges on climate into tangible reality. Shoukry's remarks came during his meeting with the Swiss delegation presided by Ambassador Franz Perez, Swiss Ambassador for Climate Change and Environment, and a Danish delegation presided by Ambassador Thomas Anker, Denmark's climate ambassador. Both sides expressed their aspiration for coordination in a way to guarantee the success of the conference, achieving positive results in favor of international efforts in the field of climate change. Egypt's foreign ministry expressed its deep rejection of the Israeli authorities' demolition of a house and building in East Jerusalem neighborhood of Sheikh Jarrah. Egypt asserted that current attempts to displace Palestinian families from their homes is a violation of international legitimacy and international humanitarian law, a continuation of the policy of displacement. The ministry said these unilateral measures inflame the situation in the occupied Palestinian territories and contribute directly to disrupt any two-state solution and the establishment of a comprehensive and just peace. It also stressed Egypt's firm position on rejecting the settlement policy in the Palestinian territories, as well as confiscation of lands and displacement of Palestinians. Minister of Higher Education and Acting Health Minister Dr. Khaled Abdel Ghaffar said the country has received 667,100 doses of AstraZeneca vaccine from Belgium and Germany through COVAX Alliance. Minister has urged Egyptians to register for receiving the vaccine to protect them against the serious consequences of the coronavirus. He noted that the doses will undergo quarantine and lab tests, noting that the country is working hard on making available all coronavirus vaccines. In its daily coronavirus report, the Ministry of Health reported 1,403 new cases. The ministry also reported that 22 deaths related to COVID-19 complications were recorded officially in the past 24 hours nationwide. The statement added 1,632 patients have been discharged after recovering from the virus, bringing the total number of recoveries to 339,002 cases.